You're watching Chillyboy Productions. I'm Larry Chillyboy Chilson, and this is the Thirst Report. Now, before we get into this week's report, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my new videos. Now, content warning, we are going to be talking about all things hot and steamy in the world of film and television. So, kids, anyone under the age of 18, just go ahead and find your way to the nearest exit because it's now time for grown folks talk. Also, if you are one of the Puritans and prudes of the film fanaticism world, well, this show may not be for you because we are talking about all things bold and beautiful bodies and sexiness going on in the world of cinema. So, let's get to it, shall we? This weekend saw the premiere of the Netflix hit TV show You Season 3. Yes, after the show migrated from Lifetime over to Netflix, it did provide quite the interesting prospect of getting some steamier material. Just ask Lucifer and Tom Ellis's devilishly delicious derriere. But when it comes to the series You, while the sexual situations may have been turned up just a tad, when it comes down to straight up skin and raunch going on, I'm not sure it leveled up all that much. Season 3 turned up the heat, if at least just a tad, giving us threesomes, giving us voyeurism, giving us toy play. And, well, unfortunately for many of us, Penn Badgley, the film's star, continues to deny you and me a full look at that butt. Like, come on now, Penn. You know what kind of show You is? We're now on Netflix. Drop trow and let's go. Thankfully, Travis Van Winkle is around to give us a full-on bootylicious display several times throughout the season, including some nice raunchy interactions with Penn himself. So while the series continues to be a little bit light on actual skin showing, it was hot and heavy when it came down to the sexual acts, giving us some pretty lengthy sex scenes almost every episode in season 3. Yes, the kink is high when it comes to You. Now, on the film front this weekend, it was pretty tame. Last Duel is the latest film from director Ridley Scott and did provide us just a very quick glimpse of some naked mystery women, which was actually a little bit shocking considering how much allusion to sex we got and how much we had literal just orgies taking place before our eyes that included Ben Affleck and Adam Driver. But they were all filmed in a very prude type of manner, if I do say so myself. And it's kind of a shame because most of the folks in that film are no stranger to taking it off for the camera. Mr. Adam Driver first came to prominence on the TV series Girls, which was famous for letting it all hang out. And while Adam Driver did stop just short of letting us see his screwdriver, we did get to see the full view from the back a lot on the series. He would also go on to give us a view of those Adam apples in the films Hungry Hearts and just earlier this year in The Wild Annette, which is available on Prime Video if you're curious to see. Matt Damon rocks a pretty unappealing hairstyle in The Last Duel. However, he's given us lots of goodies to look at over the span of his career. A malnourished and pretty thin version of Matt Damon bared the booty in The Martian, also from director Ridley Scott. A beefed up bootylicious version of Matt Damon really showed out in the exuberant behind the candelabra miniseries in which he also got hot and heavy with his male co-stars in the Liberace series. Mr. Jamin also provided some soapy buns earlier in his career, giving you that humiliation fantasy as he drops his towel in front of an unsuspecting woman in The Talented Mr. Ripley. But maybe the most iconic of all the Damon skin shots comes in the 1992 film School Ties, which also stars Ben Affleck. We see Matt Damon walking into a steamy school shower, joining Chris O'Donnell and Brendan Fraser, who both give us obscured views of the male physique. Nevertheless, it certainly provides for a fun fantasy scenario with this shower full of attractive men. And then we have Ben Affleck, who early in his career got out that booty several times. Between Glory Days and Reindeer Games, Ben was not shy about letting those cheeks fly free. And as he's progressed, become more mature and a little bit more stout, he's continued to give up some of the goods in films such as Hollywoodland or dropping that Batman gadget belt at the hands of notorious male nudity connoisseur Zack Snyder when it comes to Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. Yes, you heard that right. Batman gives us a full view of that juicy bat symbol while in the shower in an actual comic book film. But most exciting skin spotting when it comes to Mr. Affleck himself has to be Gone Girl, when the world was shook seeing the bat peen on display as Ben joins Rosamund Pike in the shower. And suspicion is he let us see just a bit more than he had anticipated. But we're not complaining, that's for sure. And finally, not to be outdone by her male co-stars, Jodie Comer also is not a complete stranger to showing some skin on the screen, having done so in a couple of BBC original series, including one of her first big roles in Silent Witness, where she dons a brunette look and decides not to don all that much clothing as she gets an evaluation. She goes full-on sex scene in the series The White Princess as she gets it on with her fellow royal, giving us an obscured view of the royal crowns. But if you decided, like most people did, to go ahead and watch Halloween Kills instead, and that film left you pining for the days of a younger Jamie Lee Curtis, well, in the 80s particularly, Jamie Lee shed that innocent Laurie Strode image quick and dropped her Curtis for the cameras. First, and probably most notoriously, Jamie Lee bared it all in the film Trading Places. Yes, the Eddie Murphy classic. And then again in the much more sensual film Love Letters. And finally, she capped it off with a nice display of those Halloween pumpkins in Grandview, USA. That is your thirst report for the week, as we discuss all things skin and sexy in the realm of film and television. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on all of my latest videos, including our weekly thirst report. And of course, make sure to join in on the discussion. What did you think of this week's thirst report? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.